all come to admire and cherish for many years. As Dorothy's daughter-in-law, our relationship started 50 plus years ago. Some of you have known her longer and experienced her in other ways, but one thing that I think that we're all going to agree upon is that she was a very unique, energetic individual, very intelligent, and she touched our lives in many positive ways. As such, she was involved in many different roles during her lifetime. She was a model, a wife, a mother, a PTA president, a TV show host, a real estate broker, an insurance broker, and much more. She loved children, and she nurtured many. Her own, her stepchildren, her grandchildren, and in general, any kid who needed direction or someone to talk to. She strongly believed in children's rights to be loved and to have a secure home with guidance, rules, and education. She lived half her life before meeting Richard, her soulmate, the love of her life, with whom she spent 36 years and with whom she's now reunited. They both enjoyed travel, visiting, meeting new people, visiting old friends, and of which they had many. Early in their relationship, they discovered the beauty of Nova Scotia, and they spent a good deal of their lives making an impact on the small community of Guysborough, where they lived. They made every effort to include their entire family in as many functions as possible, and they made every effort to attend the graduations, the weddings, the birth of the grandchildren. They were very involved with the family. And although we're not all blood relations, our support of each other throughout good times and bad through the years, I think allows us to call ourselves all family. Dorothy was the glue that brought us together, and she binds us still till today. She was the matriarch of the family, and for that reason, and also because she was the oldest among us. Now, the distinction of matriarch will go to Sophie, who has spent many times behind the scenes of many successful dinner parties and has shared in the taking care of Dorothy over the past couple of years. So I, again, thank you all for coming, and I think that there are others who have many more stories to tell about Dorothy that they had experienced at different times when I wasn't there. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm the love of her life's youngest kid, Orient, and I'm going to read something that my sister Regina wrote. So, dear Mom, thank you, and if I cry, just deal with it. Dear Mom, thank you for giving us stability and expecting us to work hard. Thank you for making sure we had delicious food to eat and clothes to wear. Thank you for giving us a regular routine. Thank you for expecting us to excel at school and set high goals. I am sure the trajectories of our futures were changed for the better due to your influence. Thank you. Love, Regina. Mom always told stories of her childhood growing up in the Great Depression. I loved to listen to them and would ask her to tell me more. I have previously shared some of my favorite tales of Mom's childhood in the rhyme I compiled for Mom's 80th birthday scrapbook, so I won't share those now. Sorry if none of you were there, but okay, she didn't add that, I did. All right. right, so then I'll share some of the stories and memories of Maya. I always loved the way she said teacher was always trying to catch her while she was daydreaming, looking out the window at school. And then the teacher was always able, and then Dorothy was always able to answer all the questions when she was called upon by the teacher. Her eyes have always darted back and forth, ever so slightly, while she was thinking. And they've done this all the while I've known her. I'm sure a lot of processing was going on in her brain all the time. I'm sure the teachers had trouble keeping up with her. I remember how she used to tell me how they made their own margarine in the bathtub during the Depression. She shared how she made a vegetable garden so that they had enough to eat. She said that she worked during the war in a factory and paid for her car by giving rides to the other lady workers and having them pay her for the lift. So basically, she was one of the first Uber drivers. She shared that she had saved enough money after the war to buy and run her own diner after a while. The Depression and war obviously had a great impact on Mom's frugality. Lately, I've been jokingly thinking to myself that Mom was the original inventor of the half paper towel. She would make me use only half a paper towel while I was cleaning up the kitchen. If I grabbed the whole one, I had to rip it in half and try to use only half. I smile now because actually I love the selecticized sheets of paper towels. Every once in a while I think of her and smile as I'm carrying a piece of paper towel off the roll in the kitchen. When Mom came to visit with us a year and a half ago, Aaron, our oldest son, cooked his first real full-course dinner for all of us, for his fiancée Larissa, Mike, me, and Mom. When Larissa would visit Tucson, she and Aaron would stay with us. I remember how special that particular day was. It literally poured all day, which it rarely does in the desert. Usually it rains for half an hour and it's done. Dorothy loved the rain, and we sat down. Dorothy loved the rain, and we sat out on the front porch and watched the rain and the water pour down our street like a river. Our house is on a hill, so Mom enjoyed watching everything going on and having everybody out there experiencing with her. I fed her snacks and gave her a lap blanket. No mall walking for her that day. After a while, Aaron went in and cooked dinner for us. As we sat down to eat, I remember thinking how cool it was that Mom was there to share in Aaron's first cooking effort. Aaron then asked me if Mom was the one who taught me how to cook. I'd never really thought about that before, and I realized that she was. The thankfulness of that made me tear up. Memories of cooking with Mom flooded my mind. I had cooked a lot of things for Mom while she was in Tucson, and a lot of, and while I did, I thought how many meals she cooked for me, and it was very humbling to cook for her then. I just wanted her to know how much she was loved, and I wanted to make her feel safe and comfortable. Aaron and his wife Larissa were over here a couple of days ago, and I told him what I was writing for Mom's service. He reminded me of something Mom did while she stayed with us. Okay, Doug and Ann, you have to close your ears, all right? Right before Mom flew into Tucson, Doug had warned me not to let Mom access the kitchen while she was here, and to make sure to have her take very good care of her teeth after meals, especially before bed. While Larissa would come to Tucson to visit Aaron, he would sleep here at the house instead of at his house. So he was able to spend more time with Larissa. He would always sleep on the couch, which was adjacent to the kitchen. He told me the next morning that Mom had gotten out of bed without her walker. She moved very quickly, turned on the stove, pulled out a pot, opened the refrigerator, took out the milk, and heated the milk up. She drank the milk and put the pot into the dishwasher and then went back to bed. I said to Aaron, really? He said, yup, and she was fast too. I looked in the dishwasher, and sure enough, there was the pot with slightly scorched milk in the bottom of it. In that instance, I knew why her teeth were deteriorating. I told you not to listen. She was also so independent, and this story shows it. I'm sure she was fighting until the end. I'm very glad to have had that time with her. Mom, you may be in heaven dancing with joy. Mom, may you be in heaven dancing with joy. Thank you for all you have done for us, and may God bless you.